Are you preparing for a job interview and feeling nervous? Do you know one of the key steps to ace your interview is understanding the job role and the company? It's perfectly natural to feel a little jittery before a job interview. After all, you're about to step into a room and convince a group of strangers that you're the right person for the job. But there's a secret weapon to help you reduce those nerves and increase your chances of success. Knowledge. Yes, knowledge. Not just any knowledge, but specific knowledge about the job you're applying for in the company you hope to join. It's not enough to simply read the job description and memorize the company's mission statement. You need to dig deeper. Why? Because the more you know, the better equipped you'll be to demonstrate how you're a good fit for both the role and the company. It can help you tailor your responses during the interview, showing that you've done your homework and that you're genuinely interested in being a part of their team. Start by researching the company's history. Understand their journey, their milestones, and their challenges. This will give you a sense of the company's trajectory and culture. Don't stop there. Dive into their values, their mission, and their vision. What do they stand for? What are they striving to achieve? This knowledge can help you align your own career goals with the company's objectives. Now, let's talk about the job role. Understanding the responsibilities of the role is crucial. Go beyond the job description. Find out what a typical day looks like. What are the key skills required? How does this role contribute to the overall goals of the company? This will not only help you prepare for specific interview questions, but also allow you to show how your skills and experiences make you the best candidate for the role. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about the company and the role, the more confident and prepared you'll feel. So put on your detective hat and start your research. Your future self will thank you. Now that you have a good understanding of the company and the role, it's time to get ready for the questions. A crucial part of any interview preparation involves practicing answers to common questions. You might wonder why. Well, consider this. You're not just answering questions. You are, in fact, showcasing your skills, achievements, and how you can add value to the company. Let's talk about common questions. You've probably heard them before. They sound something like, "Tell me about yourself," or "Describe a situation when you faced a challenge at work." These questions might seem simple, but they're designed to reveal a lot about you. Your responses can shed light on your problem-solving skills, resilience, teamwork, and many more aspects that are valuable in a professional setting. So, how do you craft responses that hit all the right notes? Here's where the STAR method comes into play. STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. It's a structured way of framing your responses to behavioral questions. Begin by describing the situation or context. Then outline the task you had to accomplish. Next, explain the action you took to deal with the situation or task. And finally, discuss the result. What was the outcome of your actions? Let's walk through an example. Say the interview question is, "Tell me about a time you had to make a difficult decision." Using the STAR method, you might answer like this. "The situation was when our team faced a major deadline, but one of our key members fell ill." Situation. "My task as the team leader was to ensure we met the deadline without compromising the quality of our work." Task. "I decided to redistribute the work among the rest of the team and took up some of the tasks myself." Action. "Despite the setback, we managed to complete the project on time and received commendation for our work." Result. See how the STAR method helps you structure your answer in a clear, concise, and impactful way? Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you rehearse your responses, the more natural they'll sound during the actual interview, and the more confident you'll be. By practicing your answers, you'll be able to present yourself confidently and effectively. With your answers prepared, it's time to think about your appearance and punctuality. One of the first things an interviewer will notice about you is how you're dressed. Your attire not only reflects your professionalism, but also your understanding of the industry's culture. So whether it's a formal suit for a corporate role or a more relaxed ensemble for a creative job, always dress appropriately. But dressing the part is just half the story. Arriving early is equally important. It shows respect for the interviewer's time and your commitment to the opportunity at hand. Plan your route in advance, taking into account the possibility of traffic or delays. Arriving early also gives you a buffer to relax, gather your thoughts, and mentally prepare for the conversation ahead. In the world of job interviews, it's often the little details that make the biggest difference. So don't underestimate the power of a polished appearance and punctual arrival. Remember, first impressions count. Dress to impress and be punctual. You're dressed impeccably and you've arrived early. Now, what should you do during the interview? Well, let's dive right into it. Firstly, your posture can speak volumes. Sitting up straight, leaning in slightly, and maintaining eye contact all signal that you're engaged and interested. However, remember not to cross your arms, as this can come across as defensive. Next up, listening is just as important as speaking in an interview. Pay attention not just to the words of the interviewer, but also to their tone and body language. This can provide valuable insights into what they're looking for in a candidate. Respond thoughtfully, showing that you've taken the time to process their words. Now let's talk about authenticity. It's crucial to be yourself during an interview. Remember, they're not just hiring a set of skills, they're hiring a person. Let your personality shine through. Show them who you are, not just what you can do. Moving on, don't be modest when it comes to your accomplishments. This is your chance to shine, so highlight your achievements and how they've prepared you for this role. However, be careful not to brag. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. It's also important to address any weaknesses you have. However, don't just state them, also talk about how you're working to improve. This shows self-awareness and a commitment to personal growth, traits that are highly valued in any professional setting. Lastly, show enthusiasm for the role. This doesn't just mean saying you're excited about the job. Show it through your knowledge of the company, your eagerness to take on the responsibilities of the role, and your willingness to contribute to the team. A successful interview is not just about answering questions, but also about how you present yourself. So, remember to maintain good posture, listen carefully, be authentic, highlight your accomplishments, address your weaknesses wisely, and show genuine enthusiasm for the role. By doing these, you're one step closer to acing that interview. Your interview went well, but your task isn't over yet. Just as you've spent time and energy preparing for the interview, your actions after the interview are equally important. One of the most significant post-interview etiquettes that you can follow is sending a thank you note. Yes, you heard it right, a thank you note. It sounds old school, but it's a timeless gesture that can leave a lasting impression. Now you might wonder, why send a thank you note? Well, for starters, it's a way to express your gratitude. It's a simple action that says, I appreciate the time you took to meet with me. It's a polite gesture that can set you apart from other candidates who may not think to do the same. But the thank you note isn't just a thank you. It's another opportunity for you to show your interest in the role and the company. You can use it to reinforce why you'd be a great fit for the position, perhaps referencing a part of the conversation that was particularly significant. It's almost like a second interview, but this time you're the one leading the conversation. Sending a thank you note also keeps the lines of communication open. It's an excuse to reach out again, to remind the interviewer of your presence and your interest. It's a way to stay in the interviewer's mind, even after the interview is over. So, how do you write a thank you note? Keep it short, personalized, and professional. Mention something specific about the interview or the role that stood out to you. Express your continued interest in the position and your excitement about the possibility of joining the team. Remember, the journey to your dream job doesn't end with the interview. Show your gratitude and keep the lines of communication open. Now that we've covered all the steps to prepare for a job interview, let's recap. We began by understanding the importance of researching the role and the company. This not only helps you tailor your responses during the interview, but also shows your genuine interest in the company. Next, we discussed practicing answers to common interview questions. Remember, practice makes perfect. Being prepared with thoughtful and well-structured responses can significantly boost your confidence. We also emphasize the importance of dressing appropriately and arriving early. First impressions matter, and punctuality is a clear sign of respect and professionalism. During the interview, we underscored the necessity of maintaining good conduct. This includes listening carefully, maintaining good posture, and communicating your achievements effectively. Lastly, we highlighted the significance of post-interview etiquette. Sending a thank you note and showing gratitude can leave a lasting positive impression. Remember, preparation is key. Equip yourself with these tips and you'll be well on your way to acing your job interview. Good luck.